Kelly, and today I'm going to talk about Bryce Canyon National Park. Before you go to Bryce Canyon, you should know about the rock formation specific to it called hoodoos. Hoodoos are what you are looking at right now. It's good to know what it means when someone says hoodoo because they're very popular here in Bryce Canyon. Well, Bryce Canyon does allow driving, which is a very good choice if you're in it. It also has a shuttle, so you can park your car somewhere and ride the shuttle to a good hike. The Bryce Canyon shuttle, though, does go to a lot of specific places, so you'll have to know where you're going when you hop on it. An activity that we did in Bryce that we very much enjoyed was hiking to Sunrise Point to watch the sunrise over the canyon in the morning. When you first arrive at the real canyon, which is a great view from Sunrise Point, you're really blown away. In my opinion, it was even cooler than the Grand Canyon. So let's talk about some great hikes to go see it. The Queen's Garden Trail was a very good one for us. It was just our level of hiking. In the Queen's Garden Trail, you actually go into the canyon, and the trail goes all around some really cool hoodoos and rocks so that you can see them up close. I would say this trail is definitely ranked moderate because the beginnings and ends are a little bit steep, so just know what you're in for when you begin to do it. It's called the Queen's Garden Trail because it ends at a rock that looks just like Queen Victoria. Well, not just like, but they show a picture and you can see it if you look very closely. After you complete the Queen's Garden Trail, you go into a different trail called the Navajo Loop. The Navajo Loop gets you back up to about where you started. And it's just like the same terrain as the Queen's Garden Trail, but there is a little bit of a forest that you walk through. That's pretty cool. Like I mentioned earlier, the end of the Navajo Loop Trail is pretty steep uphill. So if all of your energy is out when you're reaching the middle, you just might want to take a break. The Navajo Loop also features views of the infamous hoodoo Thor's Hammer. The complete hike is about 3 miles, but takes a little bit longer than typical 3-mile hikes would take because there's lots of uphill or rough terrain. Though I'm making it seem like it might be a very difficult hike, it actually isn't. An easier hike that also has great views but doesn't go out into the canyon is one called the Rim Trail. If you want to hike but aren't too serious about hiking, I'd recommend this trail for you. We didn't complete this full hike but began it, and it offered stunning views. You can go as far as you want and turn back. I'm not sure if it's a loop or not. All of the hikes that I've mentioned so far, Sunset Point, Sunrise Point, the Navajo Loop, the Queen's Garden, and the Rim Trail, all begin at one area, right near a parking lot. But the popular hike to do with children, the Mossy Cave Trail, is a little bit away from this area. The Mossy Cave Trail was one of my favorite hikes. It followed a small river/stream and then it ended at a pretty waterfall. And under the waterfall was a little mossy cave. The Mossy Cave one is a fun one for all ages and I would recommend it. Now it's time to talk about the Bryce Canyon Scenic Drive. Honestly, it's one of the prettiest scenic drives you'll take. There are many places where you can get out and take a million pictures and look at the beautiful scenery, and it's really fun. But seriously, this is one of those places where however many pictures you take, it won't be as cool as what you're looking at. Okay, now let's talk about where to eat at Bryce Canyon, because if you didn't know, Bryce Canyon is kind of known for their horrible food. If you're looking for a place to eat that's inside of the park, you should definitely eat at the Bryce Canyon Lodge. I would say the best place to eat at Bryce Canyon is this pizza place called the Pizza Place. Easy to remember what it's called, huh? The pizza place is part of the Bryce Canyon Inn, so it's right next door, and if you're staying there, you get the menu in your room. I'll talk more about the Bryce Canyon Inn later. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. They have way more than just pizza. They have pasta, sandwiches, and the kids menu. Another place we went to that wasn't as good, but it's okay, is called Rustler's Restaurant. It has all kinds of American food, lots on the menu. The food is okay. It's not the best though. All of these places, by the way, are all in the town of Tropic. Tropic is basically like the town that Bryce Canyon is right next to. And whenever I say Bryce Canyon, but don't mean the national park, it means Tropic. Okay, with that cleared up, it's time to talk about great places to stay in Bryce Canyon. They've got some pretty good options. The first place, and the place that we stayed in, is called the Bryce Canyon Inn. The Bryce Canyon Inn is made of a strip of cozy and comfortable cabins. Everything we needed and for a very low price. If you're looking for somewhere to stay in Bryce Canyon, I would definitely choose this one. Another highly rated place that I have mentioned before is the Bryce Canyon Lodge. A little bit higher prices than the Bryce Canyon Inn, but high ratings. Okay, quick tip before you go. If you want to hear updates on Bryce right now when you're watching this video, you should download the National Parks website app or download the National Parks website. Google official National Parks website or nps.gov. Find Bryce Canyon National Park. And here you can find the Bryce Canyon National Park homepage to help you plan your adventures. It has a wealth of knowledge about what's going on in Bryce today. If you don't want to have to look this up every time, you should get the National Park Service app. Thank you for watching this video. Hope I helped you plan your travels to Bryce Canyon. Bye! If you enjoyed or learned something from this video, please like it. And if you want to see more of cool videos to help you plan your travels, please subscribe. Thank you.